Tenno, listen carefully. Abort the mission. Get to extraction as fast as you can.
Tenno, your warp brain looks so slippery.
Hey, what's happening everybody? Hope you guys are feeling great. I'm Team Kills, and what I like to do is make gaming easier. So, with this new Helminth ability switch thing that I gotta say by the way is pretty freaking amazing, I find that most people are trying to make the absolute best warframe they can do, like the infinite damage scaling Garuda, which is probably gonna get nerfed. Rest in peace, marked for death. When my first thought was if I can add Loki's clone to Wukong and maybe I can get them to do a high 15. Probably not. Just my usual stupidity. But anyways, I got a really good one. It might get nerfed too. I'm not sure. Now, I've been experimenting and I found a gem. I found a few, but I found one gem quicker than I thought I would. Hildryn, the silent killer. Now I know what you're thinking. There is nothing silent about Hildryn. She's the blistering bicep, the wolf's woman, Miss Saturn on Saturn on 6? God damn it. Miss Saturn 6? Well, thanks to Banshee, we can barely hear her victim scream. Well, all stupidity aside, what I did was I placed Banshee's silence ability over top of Hildryn's Bellfire Charger. Now, it's not that there's anything wrong with the Bellfire Charger, it's actually quite strong. Just personally, I don't use it that much. It's a real energy or shield zapper. Now, I thought about putting the shield refresh on Hildryn, but she already has ability that's pretty much like it, almost the same. The difference here is that when Hildryn uses her pillage ability, it strips a certain amount of shields and a certain amount of armor. But when you recast it on the same group, you're not going to get the same effect. You're not going to get the same ability back. Now with the Helminth shield refresh, it's instant and you will get the same results every time. So that choice is completely up to you, but I haven't had any issues with pillage. It's just Bellfire itself is a strong ability. Just I can use a gun, so I could do without it. So the basic idea here is you have silence running the same time that you have Haven running. And enemies, they just stop shooting at you. They all have to take a minute and go, ow, my ears, oh, my stomach. It's great. While they're there in pain, you just walk up the enemies and kill them. Or not. You really don't have to kill them. Haven will do the job for you. Now, it doesn't really matter which enemies are in front of you. Most of them, silence is going to stop them right in their spot. Haven is going to kill them where they stand. Now, you can help them along with the death thing if you want. Just remember you got to keep recasting pillage. It's something you got to keep your mind on. Now, this is my silent killer build. I pushed the power to 318, but a slight change like this is good as well. You won't really be able to notice the difference unless you're in like arbitration after 10 minutes or so, steel path, and end game type stuff. Now I put nothing on her health at all because her armor isn't bad. At 300, you're not going to die as soon as your shields run out. You got a little bit of time, but you'll be powerless. You got to remember her abilities are drawn from her shields. So this is also why you don't need any duration or any of that kind of stuff for your silence. You can just keep recasting it. You just need to remember to cast pillage right after it and get your shields back. It's kind of infinite. You just got to pay attention to what you're doing. Now I do have a video out covering the instant kill mod, well that's what I call it. Very quickly, the video does a better job explaining it. You use this mod, Dizzying Rounds, and you put it on the Bronco or the Bronco Prime, not the Aqua Bronco though. Every shot will open up guys for finishers. Now, When you put Savage Silence, which is Banshee's Syndicate mod for her silence mode, silence ability, it will give you a 300% finishing damage bonus while silence is activated. Now my Banshee is collecting dust, so it's a good thing that the Helminth system allows us to put this on any Warframe we want, but when you put it on Hildryn, you can chain things together. So the first thing I do is I cast my pillage and I strip some armor, refresh my shields. Then I add silence to that. They're waiting there for me to kill them. With my Savage Silence mod on, I get an extra 300% finisher damage, plus the Dizzy Round effect will give me a 200% status damage on top of opening them up for finishers. Now I decided to pick a dagger so I can put covert lethality on it and give myself an extra 100% finisher damage, and that dagger just happens to be the Kairos Prime or something like it, so I can fit Condition Overload in there, and that gives the weapon an extra 120% damage per status type, and you have a 200% status bonus. Now don't forget to put Finishing Touch on there to give you an extra 60% finisher damage. Like, this thing is a monster. It's a lot of damage. Now you can go on a killing spree with that, or you can take your time and slaughter everybody one at a time with your dizzying round effect, because while you're taking your time, Haven and Silence are working together to keep everyone at bay and kill them. It's a really, really efficient build. Just remember, Silence makes it hard to hear the beeping of the Demolith when you're in disruption. It's a real freaking problem. Besides that, this silent killer, she's amazing. Now, I got a few more ideas. You might want to tune in, join the team so you don't miss them. If you're hanging out to the end, I really appreciate that. I know you're a team killer. You're a real one. So you could say Silent Chaos in the comments so we know who you are. And on that note, I really, really hope this has helped. If it has, join the team of killers. Become a killer of teams. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments and Instagram. These are the ways we could talk. Keep it easy. And remember, just keep gaming.
Things might get a little weird. Conjure keys are carried by high-ranking muckety mucks. Knock them down. See what they've got.
You're near a fissure. These things. This should not be possible. Tenno?